Let's take a look
Scott
at the
was a WWF referee in the 2010s.
Jimmy Powell at
He
ringside with
think
Mike
might
St.
have gone
John.
back.
I don't get this. First of all, it was Vegas, Birmingham, Alabama, and I am from Alabama.
Mike Jackson, baby. Mike Jackson, who is in his 70s now and is still active. Mike Jackson, if you've never seen him, is so much fun.
Listen, Mike, you don't understand. I just want to motivate you, buddy. I just want to help you out a little bit.
Way to cut to the whitest shot possible. Like, I had to look for them for a second, because it's so far back. Like, did somebody just cut themselves? They're like, shit, we have to get away. Why are we on this shot for so long? Hey, Brian Turner, Brian Turner's VHS Rehab. If you're watching me on YouTube, go check him out. He's putting up some real good hidden gems. Put up some WCW house show stuff from the Meadowlands the other day, putting a Desperados match. Yeah, go check out Brian Turner. He's the best. This weird heel manager walks into the abyss as Mike Jackson talks about defending his license plate. He forgot the name of the town, which is also the name of the promotion. Of course, Brian, my pleasure. I love sending people your way.
Absco's Memorial Day sale this week with our
lowest prices ever. You do the Lord's work, and by the Lord, I mean
hundreds of one-of-a-kind bargains for your home. Come see our commercial quality grills, the
Big Green Eggs,
and Fire Magic, and 12 months same as cash.
Oh, Brian has a ton of ECW stuff. Fan cams. Stuff from the USWA ECW feud.
ABC 3340 and Chick-fil-A are teaming up to help the Big Oak Ranch. Hi, I'm Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm John Kroll. Go to any Birmingham location of Chick-fil-A, and for $1, you can get your own Big Oak Ranch golf ball.
And for every donation that you make, Chick-fil-A and the Bruno's Memorial Classic.
Every donation you make, Chick-fil-A will kill one homosexual.
I wish the real golf balls were this big.
There was amazing. Just remember, for $1, you can have your own ball. Chip in and help the children of Big Oak Ranch.
Brought to you by
was that guy
Chick-fil-A,
chewing on something? That entire commercial?
Welcome to the Sports Exchange, your bargain store for quality, used but not abused sporting goods. At the Sports Exchange, you'll find everything from treadmills to fishing tackles.
I like the idea. That's neat. People can get into sports cheaply. Just the idea of hey, I found this golf ball in my yard. You guys want it?
Hundreds of drivers and fairway woods, and the largest selection of one-putt putters around. So join me and my friends.
Honestly, a used sports place is really good for golf stuff because so many people buy golf clubs and then just never play.
Wrestle Birmingham returns to the Zamora Shrine Temple on Friday.
Yeah, Brian, you
June
just
10th.
missed the Elix Skipper Tracy Smothers match we watched. It was something. Wait, so Animals in parentheses? We know his name's Road Warrior. Maybe it's Animal.
Superkick, Scott Armstrong, Brad Armstrong.
You can't get over Superkick Scott Armstrong. What a good name.
Awesome Ian Flex, Action Mike Jackson, Ricky Morton, and a surprise new tag team. Plus,
what the surprise new tag team is? Two of those guys.
June 10th, Wrestle Birmingham returns to the Zamora Shrine Temple. For tickets, call
everybody locally in Alabama we've seen on the show is bald.
Or go to www.wrestlebirmingham.com. Don't miss it.
This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
I always love the phrase scheduled for one fall. It's just there's a risk of it just becoming 3 falls or an Iron Man match.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
Who's this fella?
225 pounds, the Lover Boy.
The Lover Boy. Loverboy Lee Thomas, he's got the coattails. That's he's a lover boy. His gear could not be more bright. Did he think he'd be working in the middle of an interstate at 2 a.m.?
This is indeed going to be a feud between McNasty and Loverboy Lee Thomas.
And he's coming out to everybody working for the weekend. Oh, just wait. I'm pretty sure that his Conjuring is involved with this promotion, Matt P.
NWA Wrestle Birmingham continues to make an impact.
Oh, wait, apparently they are part of the NWA. They just don't say it?
Throughout the nation as well.
Are they ashamed?
And some of the board postings on the internet, it is obvious that Wrestle Birmingham even
Looks like it's in a warehouse, but this is a Shriner's Temple.
Watching this, and look at Loverboy Lee Thomas goes right to work on McNasty.
McNasty. Of course, this guy is named McNasty.
Well, there you can see he's choking at McNasty, and I want to tell you something.
Yeah, he's so. This orange is. Why would you make fabric this color? It is so bright. Oh, hey, look at that.
Head scissors. Down goes McNasty. That'll make him dizzy. And right away.
What a baby face. Flying head scissors into a strangle.
I think, like you were saying, Brett, Lee Thomas wanting to get right back at McNasty. Hey, we're joined by a good friend of ours and a gentleman that I have admired career-wise for many, many years in professional wrestling.
Fire, stab him with a knife.
This is the start of the program. Brickhouse Brown. He's asked not to talk on microphone. He's just observing the competition.
Wait, oh shit! I thought he was going to do a Canadian Destroyer.
One of the newest signees to this organization.
Well, I'm sure he's wanting to see the.
And Brickhouse Brown is at rings. What?
He's filling them out.
He called body slam, and I think they both thought they were going to be doing the body slam.
You can't blame the man to sit out here.
Okay, fall down.
And watch the wrestling matches.
That was great.
A lot of ties of that young man to the Auburn Tigers and Coach Tommy Tuberville and that outstanding football team.
There's no way this guy played any sort of sport for the University of Auburn. There's no way.
Quite an athlete while he was there.
You can ask not to. Yeah. Hey, do not put that microphone in front of me. I swear, exactly.
You're not going to beat Lee Thomas that way. Lee Thomas he's held many championships throughout his career. You're not going to beat Lee Thomas that way.
McNasty right away going off after that left leg and is now with a couple of kicks to that part of the leg, and he wraps that knee.
The way he came down, I'm like, shit, he might break his leg.
That ankle. And look at Lee Thomas. Now that's the way you
I don't know what half the camera cut. Let's get a tight shot of the referee's shoe. Let's get that lens in there. We didn't know if this referee takes care of his bootleg Nikes.
He has wrestled them all. I've seen him have matches with superstar Bill Dundee.
According to the cage match, the official name of the promotion is NWA Wrestling Birmingham.
He is a very accomplished wrestler.
Wrestle Birmingham for short. Slang.
Very soon.
You know, I want to mention, too, at this point, Brett, the fact that professional wrestling returns to the Zamora Shrine Temple on June.
And she was the hardest worker in this match.
And of course, it's a real summer spectacular.
This is like battle arts if neither competitor knew anything about shooting.
This organization absolutely surprises and amazes
the referee Mark Madden?
The great talent they're bringing into the Magic City.
Well, one of the big announcements is the
like he looks like Mark Madden.
Will be on the line.
Maybe he drove in Felix Skipper from Pittsburgh
against Road Warrior Animal. That is going to be spectacular.
Well, Road Warrior Animal, of course, we know from his international fame what he has done. Lee Thomas just pounding away at McNasty into that top turnbuckle. And McNasty, look at this. McNasty did half the damage himself. Down he goes.
I hope you wrestled there.
By Thomas, this should be it. 1, 2. Nope, he got out of it. And then
I hope that guy didn't laugh at you.
A legend, and I say that in all sincerity, and a legend in the South, and especially.
There's no way this production company knew anything about wrestling coming in.
To the Magic City in Wrestle Birmingham.
We need to get crowd reaction. That guy's laughing. Get a real tight shot of that old man laughing at the wrestling. What's that, Ted Turner?
There's McNasty getting nasty and going down low. Chop block as he takes that leg out.
Wrestling promotions. I think indie promotions should just be called wrestling.
Wraps it up and putting the pressure on.
Does any fan in the audience honestly give a shit about the name of the promotion?
And now McNasty using the ropes for leverage as well.
Hey, Refs is Wizards. Yeah, Loverboy looks kind of naked because of the lights and the orange.
That shows a little bit of knowledge on his
also,
part. Maybe
how does that help the hold? He's twisting the knee. How does leaning back and grabbing the rope help the torque? You gotta think about things, guys. Come on.
Pressure and extending the torque on that knee. And there he is. He's again got that rope.
Come on, Raph. He's mildly torquing my knee.
He'll break the hole.
You know, it doesn't matter how big you are.
I'm a big fan of McNasty's boots
that
look like,
and this is what he's
like
trying to do with it.
whoever the bootmaker was just made the first part of the boot, and he strapped them together with like bungee cords. Didn't even bother like finishing the boot.
Loverboy Lee Thomas fighting tooth and nail in this ring.
I don't know, tooth and nail.
Let it all out, Brett. It is
Maybe
amazing
like
some of the hard hitting that's going on right now in that ring.
Elbow? I don't know.
2 count again, this time on
okay,
Lee
you have
Thomas
not worked here.
McNasty went for the cover. There's
no leverage in that, though. If I'm twisting your knee forward, how does leaning back give me leverage?
Fan reaction to these outstanding athletes.
Oh, his dick almost came out.
1, 2, he got it.
All right.
He beat McNasty. Right here on Wrestle Birmingham. There you see the winner.
Yeah, I avoided a cage match for this promotion. I told him to be surprised. He just has kick. Does he have? Wait, did he put strings over kick pads? You couldn't lace my kick pads. Holy shit! Look at Loverboy's mustache.
We're going to do an interview with Loverboy Lee Thomas as he won his match.
Wait, that's Can't Touch This.
Now let's go.
In 2005.
Let's hear the interview with Loverboy Lee Thomas.
That is Michael St. John, Adam Luce, yes. I love how every person that's coming to the chat tonight is like in disbelief that somebody would book Michael St. John again. He does look like gorgeous Gary Young. That is a pretty dead-on comparison, beautiful. Michael St. John has put highlights in his hair, and I think it's adorable. I cannot understand a thing this man is saying. Oh, we're gonna get an official endorsement, I think, from Dennis Condrey, who is still dressing like that in 2005. Oh, Loverboy Heat. Loverboy Heat. I love it. They're going to have a fuck off to see who the real Loverboy is. Is this like a tribute show? No. All these guys just hanging out. I earned that name. I have had so much butt sex. How much butt sex have you had? Exactly. That's what I thought. Cannot understand a thing they are saying because they do not have the microphone hooked into the audio feed. Just playing over the speakers. This egg-shaped cowboy makes a great point. Dad Heat. I will give you one opportunity to say you're sorry, or no TV this weekend, young man. I just noticed he put his ring jacket back on for this promo after the match. More wrestlers need to do that. You spent money on that thing. Get some use out of it. Yeah, Dennis Condrey, FTR brought him in the ring. It's on YouTube. Really nice. Dennis and FTR are real close. Thank you, Yankee Hawk. I'm glad people are enjoying this. And yes, Refs as Wizards, this is 2005. Believe it or not. Oh, the shirt's coming off. Handkerchief stays on. God, Dennis Condrey looks like he's killed somebody. Like, he just looks like the type of guy that's like had to kill somebody in self-defense. I'm glad. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm glad you guys are loving this. I think he just like shit kicked him in the ball. you do cutoffs and promos. Wait, oh, there's Bobby. There's Bobby and there's somebody else. We can't see a damn thing, though, because the lights are so bright.
Lee Thomas. I mean, they are pounding Lee Thomas.
Beautiful, Bobby.
Oh, God, they're going to throw him on the referee. Why is the referee? What are they doing to the referee? What is Dennis Condrey? Okay, he's taking his belt off. I was scared.
Dennis Condrey, the master of the belt. They're holding down Lee Thomas.
The master of the belt? Is that a thing?
I'll tell you what, this is
Was that a thing with the Midnight Express? I don't remember that. Hey, Orion, what's up? Oh my gosh. Wait, I thought his ass. I thought they pulled his pants down because the glare.
I knew they were here, but they have made their presence known, going after Lee Thomas. Dennis Condrey was not.
Hey, who is the third guy? I feel like I should recognize the third guy. What the fuck is that? Somebody's going to immediately know who that is and call out my nerd card. Randy Rose! Oh shit, that is Randy Rose! Oh shit! That is a of all the reunions of the Midnight Express. Is this the only one Randy Rose got called in for?
That they do so well. Shades of the Midnight Express. Some things change, other things
like most of them were Dennis and Bobby or Dennis, Bobby, and Stan. Randy Rose never got called in for any of them other than this. Yeah, Super Kick Scott Armstrong was like 5 minutes late.
Wrestle Birmingham returns.
Where I would have hated that because that guy got right up from being whipped. Where I would have been like, you need to be in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Dr. Tom Pritchard, Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, Bullet Bob Armstrong,
There is.
Super Kick Scott Armstrong.
And the thing is, they didn't draw horribly. It was probably the right move at this time to be using all of these 50, 60, 70-year-old men.
Ricky Morton, and a surprise new tag team.
Good evening, Dave, over on YouTube. Hey, Brent.
Much more. Friday, June 10th,
If you are able to get this stream working with airplane Wi-Fi, Brent, you are a superhero.
Or go to www.wrestlebirmingham.com.
This song is class.
If your school or organization would like to sponsor NWA Championship Wrestling, contact us at 205.
Somebody has to call that number now.
0333 or go to
this is 10 years after the cartoon, Grandomania. Brad doesn't get a nickname because he's too cool for a nickname.
Introducing first.
Why did we cut to Michael St. John, like, messing with... I'm surprised Michael St. John had notes. Randy Rose, baby. Look at that jacket. Oh, my gosh. I need me one of those. I think this promotion was on for maybe a year. Maybe. That I can remember. It was like 2005, 2006. This is a match. When Randy Rose is the young, scrappy up-and-comer. Sweet Home Alabama. Ooh. Yeah, they found the one person in the audience that is watching the show.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. The middle school principal's in the ring.
What is this? Jimmy Powell is talking to Randy Rose.
Wait, what's?
We got a masked man coming into the ring. What is Powell doing? Jimmy Powell, a motivational speaker, has been around the world.
A motivational speaker. That's a decent gimmick. This guy doesn't actually seem to be performing it, though. He just told them before the show, hey, I'm doing a motivational speaker gimmick. Ninja Tyler Block, this was on local TV in Birmingham. Definitely not a DVD company. Randy Rose looks like Andre the Giant next to this masked gentleman. I think I might know who the masked guy is. Gotta listen for a name.
Tell you what, if you want to make a name for yourself, beat this guy. Beat this guy. Hey, right here in Birmingham.
Beat this guy. He doesn't know his guy's name. What a manager. Beat this guy. This guy over here, he's my guy. This guy. This guy.
Who it is. And in the meantime, it's Mike Jackson against the Masked Man.
I think this might be... So Mike Jackson was pretty infamous in like the Alabama Indies for having a student that would go along with him to all these shows under a mask. They called him Ultimate Dragon,
I think you're right. It says Dragon.
if I remember correctly.
It says Dragon in red.
And he's like the one guy
leg tight there.
that Mike would trust to do all the cruiserweight spots with.
I guess so. He's all over Mike Jackson.
Well, he's certainly right.
Goes to Burt Prentice puts this into context. Steve Austin was on his way out of the WWE. And here they are running Mike Jackson versus Randy Rose. Redneck Ogre. These shows aired locally. They came on Saturday night on a Fox affiliate.
Count of two. Mike Jackson kicked out as
and they just called him the Dragon. Okay, so this is probably... Oh, nice. There we go. Yeah, this man is in his, I think, late 50s at this point.
Quickly drags himself out to the floor.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is Mike Jackson's student who he just took with him everywhere. And did, oh, shit! Old man Tope Suicida. He's still doing this shit in 2024, by the way. Mike Jackson just worked TNA last year. Worked with Johnny Swinger. Pretty fun. But yeah, AEW should totally bring him in for a match. I'm with you, Green Boy.
May be working for Mike Jackson here. Here's the Dragon back into the ropes. Cross Jackson.
Mike Jackson and Nick Wayne would be a really fun match. Partially because Nick Wayne is, I think, a foot taller than him. He could do like power man spots. Oh gosh, oh!
Boy, that could have been disastrous.
He's gonna yell at him in the car tonight.
One across the top of the head. Well, I can't tell you that
Mike Jackson is one of those enhancement guys like George South that Ric Flair would always pick when he would work Crockett TV. And he'd go like 2 segments with him just because he could. I believe the referee, and keep in mind he'd been dead for 13 years at this point, is Buddy Rogers.
Quite frankly, quite good.
Well, you know, Jimmy Powell, he was an accomplished wrestler for many, many years. I mean, he has held championships throughout the country. He has been, for the last 10 years, being a motivational speaker. So
there's no way that manager was an expert wrestler. Well, oh, I thought he was going to do a kip-up out of that.
Memory serves me correct. He was one of the
like Mike, here's the thing, Mike Jackson, he has all these crowds. These crowds love him. And these are Alabama crowds. You don't have to do anything. And he's like, shit, I'm going to be doing Tope Suicidas on concrete wrestling.
Back to his feet, wraps the arm, side headlock.
That is amazing, Redneck Ogre. More baby faces should do that. Free sodas for the kiddos. He keeps them up, keeps them into the show. That was sick. Mike Jackson, we got to get Mike Jackson in AEW.
You know, when I had the opportunity to talk to him earlier,
let's find the one kid in the crowd that's into the show.
Mike Jackson for many years, and I'm not going to give away his age because I don't want to give away mine, but I'll tell you this much. He is not...
Who gives a shit about your age, Michael St. John? I love how Mike Jackson... The kids are arguing in the crowd. There's going to be a fight over this Mike Jackson match. Hey, the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Dermody is here. Welcome, Mike. Mike? Why did I call you Mike, Brian? You're not Brian. You're Brian. You're not Mike.
Yes, he is.
That's Mike. That's Mike Jackson right there.
The Dragon tried to pull some hair. He's not going to find.
You missed the world's oldest Tope Suicida.
That's the benefit that comes when you're a veteran. Oh, the Dragon caught there. Remind our fans throughout Alabama that on June the 10th, a tremendous professional wrestling card has already been signed, and I'm sure additional matches will be added for the Zamora Shrine Temple.
I think Mike Jackson and the Conglomeration is the way to go.
We invite you to come out and enjoy
just that random ass group of dudes, and they just have a 70-year-old high flyer among them. Seriously, this guy's amazing.
Shrine Temple on June 10th. He will return to take on whenever the Rock and Roll Express. Well, what is left of the Rock and Roll Express? Ricky Morton.
Well, of course, the Rock and Roll Express.
God, if I could move 5% as well as Mike Jackson, if I'm alive, what the hell is going on? I think we just got a delivery from Amazon.
High wire act by Mike Jackson, walking the top ropes all the way around, and now just takes that elbow and almost took half the arm off.
There's no doubt to do
Yeah,
something
if I'm even alive from Mike Jackson, I'm Mike Jackson's age, let alone moving.
And again now, Mike Jackson bars that arm, little arm twist and arm drag there. Mike has the Dragon at odds right now, and the Dragon not
like, the great thing about Mike Jackson is he knows how to get everything possible out of a wrist lock.
Trying to get the,
but then he'll do like the coolest dive you've ever seen. Action Mike Jackson's hologram. Oh my goodness, Brian, that's a genius idea.
You're not going to take the game out of Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson has been wrestling for many years. You're not going to take him. You're not going to come out here and say a few words to Mike Jackson. And it's going into this.
Mike Jackson versus Beast Mordos would probably be really fun.
He's been wrestling for many years, and he has held that Alabama. He's held that Alabama Junior Championship longer than any man has ever held.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Mike Jackson was the Alabama Junior Heavyweight Champion for like 40 years. He just bought the belt.
Incorrect here. If I
and he defended it against
Mike Jackson's early
people like
career,
the Ultimate Dragon.
A man that held the Alabama Junior Heavyweight Champion for a long, long time and became
That's
a
good.
distinguished state legislator.
I wonder if we can get Mike Jackson to Japan, dude.
I believe he has.
We gotta like get a social media thing going.
He's had matches with Les Thornton, which was the NWA World Junior Champion. Mike Jackson has wrestled them all.
Wrestled Danny Hodge, I remember at one time here in Birmingham.
If his student knew how to base for that, that would have been a lot of fun.
For every hole, Mike Jackson seems to have a counter.
Yes, he does. You know, Mike Jackson, he is a spectacular athlete. And the thing about it, he's right here in Birmingham, Alabama. He is a hometown boy. The people in Birmingham, they stand behind Mike Jackson. I mean, he's been here for many years. So why not? Why not stand behind a man? There he whips him in.
Ooh, knee buster across the face of Mike Jackson.
Oh, that was
with that
almost a move.
Coming through, a flying neck breaker as Mike came past. Mike Jackson also, Brett, respects the tradition of wrestling and professional wrestling here in Birmingham, dating back to the days.
But Mike Jackson respects the tradition of wrestling. Now I just wanted to see him. I want to see him in the 2005 Ring of Honor, upholding the code of honor. You have to shake hands. Mike Jackson said so.
With Wrestle Birmingham and the National Wrestling Alliance.
You just made me feel like a bridge because I worked those days. And of course, a colleague.
You made me feel like a bridge. Is that a thing people say? You made me feel like a bridge.
Here in the Birmingham area, and a very successful advertising man as well, and having the opportunity to work.
I don't think GCW has ever run like an old versus young person tournament or anything. They've used Mike Jackson before.
And right now,
I know Mike Jackson worked Matt Cardona, I think, last year in Atlanta. Mike Jackson taught history to Arn Anderson.
Positions himself on the top turnbuckle, and the Dragon goes to work on the Alabama Junior Heavyweight Champion.
This is not a good place for Mike Jackson.
Of course, Mike Jackson respects the rules of wrestling. He helped write that.
Looks like he's going for a superplex.
He is. That's indeed what the Dragon is setting up, and we know, I wish we could talk more about the career of the Dragon. We know nothing about this man other than the fact that Jimmy Powell,
he's taking a superplex at his age.
Mike Jackson, a victim of that superplex.
Ryan, I am on both Discord and Blue Sky. The Discord is tinyurl.com/Discord for Tom Green, and I'm on Blue Sky, not that Tom Green. God, it's like Blue Sky, whatever the abbreviation is. .social.
Down, half spin, and down on the shoulder goes Mike Jackson. He may have been hurt on that move. 1, 2. Dragon got a 2 count on Jackson. Jackson rolls out from underneath.
Let's go, Mike.
Next to Brickhouse Brown.
Oh,
Brickhouse Brown watching the matches.
Be more gentle with him.
On Friday, June 10th.
Flinging him around like he's that UPS package from the beginning of Ace Ventura. Oh, he's going to do an elbow.
He is watching. He is
seeing who's
wrestling here. That is a great move on Brickhouse Brown fight.
Well, not only that, there's Mike Jackson catching the Dragon coming off that top rope. Goes in behind him, spins him around.
That'd be so funny. I don't like hearing Jim Cornette bitch about like high-flying wrestling. I would love to hear Jim Cornette bitch about Mike Jackson doing all these high spots. So that's Vanelsi under the mask. Yeah,
into the turnbuckle. Mike is out.
Yeah, he just stopped eating for like 6 months. Oh shit! Running stunner. Great urgency on the pin. Cosplayzilla 21. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it over on Twitch.
Mike Jackson
to the ring now.
Mike Jackson and PCO would probably be a really fun tag team. Hey. What is going on here? The lights kind of make gives the whole thing like a middle school picture day aesthetic. Can't believe Jackson beat Brian Danielson.
Jimmy Powell.
He's like in his late 50s here, refs is released. Yeah, he's still working. I think he was out for a little bit with a knee injury, but he's back.
Jimmy Powell, I believe they said. Why don't you motivate yourself right back there and get you a pair of wrestling tights on and come back out here and me and you go at it.
Why don't you motivate yourself and get you a pair of wrestling tights on, and then we'll take weird pictures.
Wait a minute, calm down. You know you could have never won that match without me to motivate you.
Dave, I have no idea. Abe Cole. I've heard the name Abe Coleman. I don't know if he was the first wrestler to do a dropkick. I wouldn't doubt it.
What real class is all about. You've been down to Kmart and you got you a nice little suit to wear out here tonight.
Stephen J. Neptune Man, this week in history, May 20, 2005, the Suns beat the Mavs 130-126 in overtime to win the fourth game of the Western Conference semifinals in the NBA. The Yankees beat the Mets 5-2 in interleague play. We were 246 days into the 2005 NHL lockout, and the number one song in America, of course, is B-A-N-A-N-A-S, All About Girl by Gwen Stefani. All right, I will look out for that after the show. Why is the manager suplexing?
Shades of the dirty white boy there. Jimmy Powell now removing his tie.
The manager's beating the shit out of Mike Jackson. What is happening?
He is choking Mike Jackson down. This Jimmy Powell,
he's lost it.
He has lost it. But
I am shocked.
You know, I love when, Paul Bearer used to just beat the shit out of Steve Austin. Beat his ass. Jim Cornette took a spike to Nikita Koloff's head.
Jimmy Powell reverting to the days of the dirty white boy. He is incensed. It's like he's maniacal.
This man is crazy. There's no other words to say, but Jimmy Powell is crazy.
It'd be a funny bit if there was a manager of the stable, and the manager was like the toughest guy. Also, I love how nobody in this promotion sells beatdowns.
I'm speechless.
I cannot believe. Here we go.
Every segment into the beatdown, and then the babyface gets out.
I mean, what is this all about?
Mike Jackson in the ring, the worst for wear. Look at the shock on the faces of the fans.
He's over there.
Mike Jackson.
He's over there because there's only curtain and the little part. Then he just walked over to get a hot dog.
Did the damage.
You know, I watched that match.